Welcome to AlphaCars and Motorcycles. My name is Dmitry and we're here in our Boxborough location. We're going to share with you one of the most popular accessories. It also happens to be one of the most, if not the most challenging one to install on your Ural motorcycle. And it's the most welcome accessory, certainly for your passenger, for your sidecar passenger. And to be specific, this is the seat heaters. These are the heating pads that go in your sidecar, in the seat back and the seat bottom. And there's a complete wiring kit, control switch, wiring with a relay, and most importantly, there are these two heating elements. And there are a lot of heating elements on the market. We've been offering this for many, many years, and it took us a long time to find this one kit that not only it fits geometrically, but it has the characteristics that work very, very good with the Ural seat, and also has a built-in temperature sensor, so you can it can regulate the temperature and not overheat or burn through the grid. And so now we get to the point of installing it. Most of these kits we have installed when we sell a motorcycle, and we can then install it. We would do the labor, and yes, it's time consuming, but it's also, as I said, super beneficial for your passenger, because Ural motorcycles, being two-wheel drive, not only can enjoy them on a nice warm summer day, but you can take them in the fall, you can certainly take them in the winter. So having a heated seat in the Ural Sidecar is a huge plus. And what's included in the kit are these two heating elements, as I mentioned, wiring harness, control harness, and this is a fuse that would be wired in. And you can certainly buy it just the way we're showing it to you here. And you would figure out how to install it, and you'd figure out that, yeah, it is certainly time consuming and takes a little bit of skill and tools, because you'll be splitting up and removing the seat cover, the seat pad, laying it out, and then wrapping everything back together and making a few additional modifications to the seat and to the harness, because these harnesses were not designed specifically for Ural sidecar. And that's a great option. It will definitely challenge you, and I'm sure you will get to the end of the job and you'll be enjoying the seat. But in between, it certainly will be challenging. As of now, we also we're ready to present and show you something that will substantially simplify things for you. I'm going to show it to you in just a moment. Stay tuned. It is a complete pre-built seat package. So what we would ask you to do is to remove the seats from your Ural motorcycle and ship them to us. And we will use those seats, and we will integrate the heating elements, and we will set up the harness for wiring right into your sidecar power panel. And the way we wire it, it's actually a very reliable way. And by the way, this is one very simple, true plug-and-play connection. This would go on the left inside of your sidecar. Right by the power panel, there's a mounting point where this would get connected. You can connect it to an independent power source. That would be this one. Or you can connect it to one of the fuses inside the sidecar power panel. They're usually, depending on the year of your Ural, they would be one or usually two available fuses. Those have constant power. So you don't want to have constant power even when the bike is turned off running here, because your passenger will not always turn the seat off before exiting the sidecar. And if they left that on and this received constant power, that will continue to draw the battery. And we measured the amps, and it will run close to 8 amps for the 2 heating pads on high. And what that does, if you think of it, almost 10 amps, and the battery is about 10 amp hours, it will take about an hour to completely drain the battery. Maybe if you have a super fresh, super powerful battery, it'll take 2 hours, but certainly not an option, not the option we would recommend. So what we did, we designed a relay controlled power supply. So the relay will receive constant power, but that power will only be on, this is the ground, this is the power, but it will only be on when there is a control signal that will be supplied here. And we would wire it into your running light, and it will put no load on your running light circuits. You don't need to worry about that, but as soon as the running lights are on, and as you know on the motorcycle, they're always on in the United States, so this relay will close the circuit and will supply power to your beautiful heated seats. So what we will do, we will set up the harness, and it will be ready to lay out in your Ural motorcycle. And I'm going to show you, if this is the sidecar, it would look similar to this. This is the control circuit. This is the dashboard. And the dashboard is also offered on our website, uralne.com. It's gorgeous. It's actually made in the United States, and it's made here in Boxborough, and it's specifically shaped to fit Ural sidecars, and it fits nicely. And we have recessed holes for the hardware and so forth. So that will be laid out. It will go there. Your power panel is right here in the sidecar. This will go inside, and this is the heater control. So it turns on, full power, 50% power, turn it off. But if your passenger forgets to turn it off and kept it on, and you shut off the bike, the way we wired it, thanks to this relay, it is going to turn off the seat altogether. So that is the option that we're going to offer on our e-store as of a few days from now. So I'm not sure if this video will be released before the listing, but there will be a link to the listing right there, so check that out. And if you click on it, you'll be able to purchase the kit with everything you see here, except for the seats, because we'd rely on your seats, and you can ship us your seat. If you want to keep your seat and get a complete package with the base, with this, with the back, we can do that as well. So there will be a link for you available with the seat assembly and the base, or with shipping your seat to us. And once again, let's take a closer look at the dashboard. You will also receive the cigarette lighter adapter. It will be here. There will be a switch. This is the power panel in your Ural sidecar has 4 fuses. One of them is used, and the other, there are 2 available, and we would use them for your heated seat and for the cigarette lighter adapter. And this switch is located now on your Ural sidecar panel. We will transfer that switch here, and if you ask what is the switch for, if you have one of the earlier Urals, that switch runs your spotlight on top of your sidecar. And if you have dual driving lamps on the front bumper, that means that this switch is available for any other future accessories. So it could be a switch circuit for maybe you want to put a spotlight, maybe you put an additional light on the sidecar, maybe another accessory, but that's what that switch will do. So I want to show you just some additional detail on how we run the harness. And for that, we're going to take a look at the base. We make some modifications to the base, but actually before we get there, what we do, you can see we take this perimeter, we take it apart, we remove the top cover, and we lay out the heating element, and then we reinstall everything. We carve out a small area from the plastic for the harness to make it through and not interfere as much. And it actually, if you look at this seam, we're going to show it to you with the camera. Let's get the camera right here in this area. And you can see it's nice and smooth, no bumps. So it is still very, very comfortable for your passenger in the sidecar. And then let's take a closer look at some modifications that we do to the base here. And again, if this would be very helpful if should you decide to purchase just the kit and do your own installation, hopefully this video will give you some guidance. So over here we have these are the harnesses that go from the seat, and we do install this clamp, and you should be able to slip each one of these connectors through individually, and that's what keeps them separate. So these are our pads now fully separated, and that's the other one. So when you receive your seat back, you will have the harness all tied together. What this relay does, this relay controls, gets a signal from the dashboard switch and changes the circuitry in the pad to make it full power or 50% power. So that's also done through the relay, not through the switch, so that the switch does not run much of the amperage through the switch. That's important for longevity. And yeah, so then there is a slot here for the harness. This will go once we make these connections back. This goes in your sidecar. These are the two hardware pieces through the floorboard of the sidecar that keep this down, and then you reassemble your seat, and the dashboard is pretty straightforward. So with this kit, we hopefully going to bring comfort and warmth to your sidecar for your passenger. And it's going to be very easy. So you place your order and you ship us your seats. We will we could send you a shipping label, or you can do your own shipping. And then when you receive it back, it's pretty much going to be everything you see here. And as you can see, it's going to be very, very easy installation, because at that point it's going to be mounting two hardware pieces for the base to the floor, and then 4 hardware pieces on the newer of these seats, which is 1 and 2 here, 1 and 2 here. So this is back together. And then for the dashboard, 4 screws here, couple of electrical connections, and mount the relay. And you can go, continue riding your Ural, enjoy it, and keep your passenger warm and comfy. We hope you enjoyed this video. And as I said, we sold a lot of Urals, and many of them have heated seats, and those customers say that was one of the best accessories they added to their Ural, and you can do the same. So thanks for watching. Consider sharing, subscribing, and please let us know which videos you like the best by simply clicking that like button. My name is Dmitry, and until next time.